Okay, team, you know I've been talking about peptides a lot lately, and the market is about to change dramatically. Last week, the FDA's Pharmacy Compounding Advisory Committee, the PCAC, held hearings on 7 peptides: BPC 157, KPV, TB500, MOTS-c, Epitalon, Cmax, and a newer one called Emadeltide, alphabet soup. Going in, the FDA's own career scientists had recommended against every single one of them because there's not enough data. However, the committee did not follow that recommendation. 6 of the 7 passed. The only one that didn't get through was Emadeltide because there wasn't enough data. Here's what that actually means, because I don't want you to think this is a done deal. This is actually a recommendation, not a decision by the FDA. The FDA still has to go through a formal rulemaking process with public notice and a comment period before any of these peptides are legally added to the list of compounding pharmacies that they can actually compound and use. That process typically takes months, but if it goes through, here's why it matters. These peptides would become what are called 503A prescriptions, meaning a doctor actually prescribes them individually, and then they're prepared under a regulated onshore quality controlled compounding process. That's a real shift from the gray market a lot of people are currently sourcing from. Now, I want to say the same thing that I said before this vote. I put a post up last week. I'm not anti-peptide, in fact, quite the opposite. And I think the only way we're actually going to be able to study these safely, understand how they work in the body, and know what's really in the vial is by regulating them properly. The toothpaste is out of the tube at this point. This committee just moved to bring that path forward, even though it overruled the FDA's own scientists to do it. And you know that I hate that. But that tension is worth paying attention to because both sides, in my opinion, are right. We need to study them and also regulate them. So I just want to be clear that we need to make sure that we are looking at and studying these peptides. We don't know how they work. We don't understand most of their mechanism of action, what their target is, and that work needs to happen in a really sophisticated academic lab. But I will be working out here in the real world to collect that data and hopefully add to the evidence to understand how these peptides are being used in the real world and if they're actually helping people. What's the safety profile? What are the doses that people are using? So keep an eye on this space. I will bring you more peptide science as it emerges.